you in the top right corner, you've got the docs link, which will get you all the information on how to interact in Banter. And beside that, then you've got the Discord link, which is your next best thing after the documentation, because you can come in and hang out with pretty much all of us, and we can talk about and build things together. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Else to ask questions, right? Rather than to go into any more detail than that. So, just like the last event, we've got a little podium here at the top, and anybody who'd like to ask a question, typically about making spaces. If not, ask a question about anything. That's also allowed. I'm happy to answer. Um, and yeah, in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, I'll fill the dead air with talking about our current Bantathon that's just ended, right? That's quite relevant for what we've got going on here. Last night, uh, maybe daytime for some of you, we got to enjoy taking a look at the winners' spaces in the Banter Winners Circle. Isn't that right, Faye? Isn't that what it's called? We're looking forward to being able to
Yes.
showcase them every week, basically, every space that managed to take part, starting off with the winners. So that's what we did yesterday. But we also had the second stage of the Bantathon that finished yesterday. We had all of the submissions in and stop. Eight submissions. Great. So we are working through those right now, and we should have details on the winners and their prizes. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, at the latest the day after. We're just working through each of them right now and making sure that we get to fully experience not only what the world has been created to be, but also, what's been changed, what's been updated, because we've obviously seen a lot of these worlds. So we're looking for what's been changed, right? Especially around, the feedback, right? There was obviously a lot of feedback for a lot of the world creators as well. So Kage, you're there, you're on the thing. I've megaphoned you. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Well, thank you, sir. I waited a bit because it's not really a space question, so it's just a general housekeeping question.
Okay.
I was wondering if there was anything you could maybe speak on the update for the menu system. Is anything?
Along with it, maybe a collection of components. You can create UI that's expose that UI if you want to do that in your worlds. So yeah, menu is well underway right now, and it's a top priority.
Cool beans. I think I also have one other question. It's not really even, it's still housekeeping, but not really in space. Awesomely, we've seen an influx of new people, but we've also thusly seen an influx of trolls recently. Is there any plans to implement a bit more for troll deterrence? Maybe, I know earlier a couple of us were speaking on things for the Discord that could be changed. Um, oh, I heard someone talking. Just like adding maybe a slight delay, maybe 10 seconds on how long people can talk and things like that. Is there a place maybe to speak to you? Just their plans for a couple of those implementations.
These tools in the past. Our Banter Discord now is reasonably substantial. We're over 6,000 members, but
Hmm.
we've had Discord communities that we manage within SideQuest that have grown to be nearly 50,000 members, and we've come across a lot of these kind of growing pains in terms of how do you manage that kind of moderation, especially at scale. There are some things that you can do, right? Like you can implement
Hmm.
bots that can just detect, somebody joins the server, their first message is a link. Maybe don't let them post that. Maybe no Discord invites, right? That's always a good thing. Outside of maybe a channel that's controlled that people can put them into. You're right. Maybe limiting how long it takes for people to be able to talk in the server is definitely an option worth exploring. I think what we found is that even with these larger scale communities, things like a raid with a number of people who want to come in and try and do nasty things are really tough to be able to prevent,
Yeah.
to outright prevent. But you can potentially try to mitigate them. Like we did have a bot, for instance, that if somebody just repeated the same message within a certain period of time, it would time them out, right? And it would do the same sort of timeout for people in a lot of cases, right? It'd be just straight up timed out for a week. Then that gives us plenty of time to come in, review, chat to them, see what the hell's going on. If they were a troll, great. The timeout system stopped them in their tracks. If they weren't, and it was some normal interaction they were having, but they just a cat pressed their keyboard or something, I don't know, then we can kind of deal with that appropriately. But yeah, I mean, if you have any ideas, we've got the ideas section in the Discord. If you think there's anything we can do better, Discord or in Banter, of course,